Welcome back to Tech Tech. I'm Adam Housley in Los Angeles. You know, the gadget segment has some great stuff today. It's all about the connected home, and you know there's a ton of items out there to help connect your home, whether it's through speakers or lights. And here to talk all about it in New York is Andrea Smith. She's executive producer with Living in Digital Times. You can find her at Andrea Smith on Twitter, also AndreaSmith.org. Andrea, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Okay, we have a ton of great products here. I know you have copies of them in New York. I'm looking at them right now in front of me. Let's start off with the iLumi A19 smart bulbs. I mean, these things are pretty cool. They have obviously different size smart bulbs as well. Tell us, what are the positives of these things?
Well, the thing about these smart bulbs is it lets you have a smart bulb. It's a really quick and easy way without doing any wiring or any hubs or anything. You just put these bulbs in your light socket. They're immediately smart. They work via Bluetooth, so you can control them with an app on your phone. And it's nice because people like to change the color and the mood and the setting. It'll do all kinds of colors. And a lot of people also like to have the tone or the warmth of the bulb change as the sun changes, and you can do that too.
What's any negative on them?
You know, for me, it's the price, because you're going to have to put one of these in every single outlet, you know, every single socket if you want a lot of them. But you can get up to 50 of them and group them all and make little scenarios. And
they last the same as a normal light bulb?
They're actually supposed to last
longer?
I believe that they last 20 years. So when you're weighing the price, 20 years is kind of a long time.
All right, yeah, it is a little bit. Because the next one I have for you is the Connected Sense Smart Outlet. Now, you've seen these a lot in stores. I'm holding up one here. I know you have one there. Obviously light, easy, affordable. Tell me about this one.
Yeah, so this is a really easy, inexpensive way to make traditional appliances smarter. So these are internet Wi-Fi connected here, and you can plug in a lamp or a television or a fan or even your coffee pot, and again, you control it on your phone using an app, and that way you can set little scenarios like you wake up or you say good night house, and your lamp will turn off, your thermostat will turn down, and your whatever you have plugged into it.
All right, now moving along, we have the Sengeld Pulse wireless Bluetooth speakers. Now there's a ton of these things on the market. What makes these different?
So this one's cool. This plays great music. It's got an integrated JBL Bluetooth speaker. And if you buy the starter set, these pair. There's a master and a slave. So you're getting multi-channel JBL sound. And again, with these, you can add 8 more bulbs onto it. So it's like putting music in every room without having to do wiring or anything.
Okay, a negative on this, though. I mean, is there a negative? Does it sound good? You know, do you have to worry about, app for each one? I mean,
well,
is there a way to separate them out?
Yep. Well, there's an app, and you can use them individually, and you can dim your lights with the app, or you can lower or raise the volume of the music. For me, the negative is, in my house, everything's already on a dimmer switch, and you can't use these on a light system that's on a dimmer switch. You have to dim using the app.
Okay. Next one we have for you is that can be a negative for those who have dimmer switches already. Next one for you is the Ember Light. This is basically a smart socket, right?
Exactly. So if you don't want to buy a smart light bulb, you buy the smart socket. Then this turns any light into a smart light. And what's kind of cool about this is you can control this. Once you put it in, you can control this via Bluetooth in your home or Wi-Fi out of the home. So the same scenario, you can set things, you can have it turn on your porch light when it comes home. It's just a way of making a regular bulb very smart.
And negative on this, is this something that works with dimmers and that kind of thing, or is there what's the negative on this thing?
Well, for me, the negative is, and I have hi-hats or I have chandeliers, and it adds a little bit more length to your light bulb. So maybe if you don't want that sticking out, then maybe it's a negative. But it's certainly a way to take an inexpensive bulb and make it smart.
2 more for you. Insteon, this is the OnOff Outlet. I know they also have a hub with this. Obviously, if you put something like this in, you have to wire it in. There's an obvious negative there to start with this, but there's some positives too.
Yeah, I mean, that's my first is that, a lot of people like to just stick an outlet into an existing outlet and be done. This you do have to wire. It's not new wiring, but you do have to wire it. But the positives here is that it lets you control 2 appliances at once, the top and the bottom separately, and of course you control this again using your phone or using a smart device. You can set schedules the whole scenario of having all your lights dim at once or them all come on at once. For me, the downside is this one also requires a hub, and I'm really tired of putting hubs in my house.
You start stacking up.
Yeah.
And does it only work with its own hub, or does it work with other hubs as well?
You know, I think it may have started integrating with some of the other hubs. I'm not sure specifically which one, but that would be really great.
But still, it's required a hub.
It's required a hub, absolutely. If you want to use the Wi-Fi, you need a hub.
Positive, you can split them up, but the negative is that there's that to it, and the wiring. And final thing we have for you, and I know you have one of these, the StudioSync music shelf. I mean, this thing it feels like a normal shelf. It's not obviously too heavy or anything, and you can see how it's pretty easily to mount. But tell us about this, and what do you think of it? I mean, how are the speaker? Is the speaker quality okay on this thing?
You know, it's not JBL speakers. They say that they're premium sound, but you're also listening to speakers coming out of the bottom of a shelf. That said, it's really kind of cool if you're in a small space and you want to add some music really easily and be able to control it smartly. You put one of these shelves in, you put your, whatever you need on it, TV or whatever you're putting on it, and then you can also use your smart device to control the music. So it makes it easy.
College dorm type thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, college dorm type thing. And obviously price is a benefit on this, it seems like, as well. As you're saying, you're not going to get phenomenal sound necessarily, but you're also not dropping an arm and a leg to have some basic sound come out of it.
And for some people, it's a little easier than adding another Bluetooth speaker into the room. It's built into this, and it makes it super convenient.
All right. Andrea Smith, we appreciate you coming on, going over some of the more smart home. I mean, there's literally thousands of these things in the market right now. We appreciate you coming on and walking us through a few of them.
Thank you so much.
All right. I'm Adam Housley in Los Angeles, and you're watching the Gadget segment. You're watching Tech Take.